Aggressive Defiance TV. Aggressive as fuck. Playing some to death.
I gon' come with safety. The only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, tryna leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit. You think I'm playing? Trouble hop out bustin' at it, brother. Miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here, and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions. I hate all that notice shit. We send shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. Mala bro, he makes it vanish. He with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bust, they hit the ground. It's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy. Don't you have your bitch around? Switch up on this bitch. I catch him deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the midst of shit that we ain't do. We spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide. Think she trying to set the pick. But the hoes been tripping, texting my bitch on that messy shit. Left a bro out there with his brains out. Yeah, that's that messy shit. Bought another Glock. Let's catch an op so I can test the bitch.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Hello, 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 hello. Hello, Terry Rucker. Hello, native ghost of Pippa's Bones. Hello, Kimberly Harbor, Midwest mom of two. Virginia. Hello, how are you? Hi there, Lisa. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We got some more Whitaker news jumping off today. And yes, we are going to have something to talk about today. Stick around. Let's go.
Right now. I know niggas out lurking right now. I know niggas pockets hurting right now. I know niggas that got birds and brick houses. Still a catch on sixes and wipe your ass down. I know niggas out lurking right now. I know niggas pockets hurting right now. I know niggas that got birds and brick houses. Still a catch on sixes and wipe your ass down. Hoes bring hoes out. And 25 to L bring a snitch out of a nigga. A chopper with a drum, bring a bitch out of a nigga. You ain't never heard about me, better ask about a pistol. I was raised in the jungle, got it straight out the mud. Where I'm from, it ain't no crips and bloods, it's just clicks and thugs. Keep a Glock clip full with slugs, and if I ever hold a nigga, better get it in blood. Ain't with that whole shit, and I ain't with that wrestling tongues. I'm cut throw bitch and kill something, go on and run. I know my time ain't gonna be long for all the shit that I done. But today, I'm getting it on with it, except what comes.
Y'all, what's good, Jaylan? Patricia, hello. Charlotte, hello. Hello to everybody in the chat. If you're not in the chat, just subscribe. If you ain't subscribed already, I don't know what you're waiting on. Patricia Moore says, I hope that the three Whitakers are in a home where they are free to go outside for walks. Some of these homes won't let their residents out of the building. I think they go on like a tier system on how they behave. So I don't know. I just want the best for them. That's all. Everything is out of anyone's hands at this point. That's how I feel. I took the day off yesterday. And while I was off, I was thinking about it. And like I've said before, we may not see the Whitakers, those three Whitakers, on the screen again. But what we will see is those scamming ass Whitakers. The ones that are scammers. Yeah, that Brandy situation is horrible. Every time I look over there, they talking about me, bro. Like, shut up, you goobers. Praying for the Whitakers, most definitely, man. Especially those three, man. Those three for sure. The ones that have no part in the fuckery. The ones that have no part in the bullshit. Hello there, Perry. Perry Driver said, hey, everyone. New chick Sonny Alexander spilling the tea on Patrick's damn it ass. Backward walking pigeon with a mission. Wow. Damn. I don't follow her on Facebook. I've learned that the Facebook side of this is fucked up. It's fucked up. Everybody's saying everything in the world. I don't even pay attention to the shit, man. I don't even pay attention to it. I go to get the information that I want to look for, and that's what I get. I'm only going to bring you the information that is worthwhile. I could go over there and get you all of the buffoonery and fuckery that you guys want to see from all these different content creators, and we can put them all on blast. I have no problem with that at all. I have no problem with that at all. But I don't see any room for it. You know what I mean? She let Patrick have it. Wow. Hello, Darlene. I used to know some riffles. I sure did. But anyways, man, we got 53 people in the building. If you could please hit that like button, I'm going to show you what Larry had to say on the newest video. And then we're going to get into what old Dwayne had to say. Good shit right there.
My nephew home. I don't care where we had to move. We had to live somewhere else. It'd be fine. Well, I'll get my family back. Because I am hurt because over what's going on. And I do not like the way people putting shit and crack.
Okay, you could hear him in the background telling him what to say right there. Come on.
Out there about everybody, the way everybody lives. And we live here all our life. And never did happen like it till all this studio was going on. I am ashamed what people putting out there. Most of it is a bunch of full-ass lies. And they don't know how we live. Everybody lives different lives.
Yeah, a lot of those. We don't know where they are. Right? Does anyone know the facility they're in or anything? I don't think so. The biggest thing is they're what's up, sugar? The biggest thing to me is, man, they were ripped out of what they know. And that's pretty devastating for just somebody like us. I mean, I would be devastated. Like, that's the reason why I stopped getting myself in trouble a long time ago, was because I stopped wanting to get ripped out of what I know and put into the fucking jail system. Yeah, there's definitely scammers in the Whitaker clan for sure. I see it. Oh, damn, Kimberly Harper. Shout out to you for the donation, baby. She said, here's $20, AD, because I can. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate you.
Right now, 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 right now.
Here's my thing with it, though. Grizzly Kitty, I really don't hold them at fault for some reason. Like, I just don't think the Whitakers have ever had the opportunity to blossom in a social manner. I think they've been casted away from society for so long. Hey, Kitty. Damn it, my camera won't turn all the way around. He's up there on my dresser asleep. He's getting fat. He's getting fat, y'all. I think they've been casted out so much that I don't think they even understand how to function amongst normal society, y'all. I don't want to make too many assumptions, because that, you know what that does. It makes an ass out of you and me. We all know that. They're doing plenty of that over there on Facebook. Trust me. They're doing plenty of that. What's up, Medicated Wookie?
If you home. I don't care where we had to move. We had to live somewhere else. It'd be fine. Well, I'll get my family back. Because I am hurt talk over what's going on. And I do not
Well,
want
buddy, you're part of it. What's up, Miss Phoenix Plays? What's up, Beganator? You're part of it, Larry. You're hurt from what's going on, but you and your daughter are the ones that really need to be out of there. I'm sick of beating around the bush. Him and his daughter are the real ones that need to be out of there. They are bullshitting Betty to the max. They're making Betty believe something and telling Betty how to speak. I believe, first of all, anybody can get Betty to say what they want to say. Anybody can. Anybody can get Betty to come up there and say, yep, they lying on us. They're just lying. Just like anybody's grandma that don't know shit about social media, don't know shit about a fucking cell phone. This woman didn't even have a cell phone. She didn't have a cell phone. You're going to tell me that she knew anything about what was going on? Absolutely not. They probably didn't even know the cameras were on them half the time. They are smarter than some of us want to believe. Oh, I think they are. I think they're smart to where they know how to play you into their game. That's how I think they're smart. Because you got to remember, like I said the other day, I'm a city slicker, right? I was born and raised in the city. Got a lot of family in the country, a whole lot. But I was born and raised in the city. If I go to odd West Virginia and I start mingling with the people there, there's a big chance that the people of odd West Virginia could play my little city slicker ass to their country ways or to their backwoods ways. I don't know what that is. I'm just speaking in for openly, but there's a chance of it. So when you go and you butt yourselves into people's lives, you don't know these people. You don't know what they're capable of. You don't. And then you butt in and start telling them how to live, and they're thinking to themselves, okay, yeah, right. Not going to happen. We'll show you. We're going to make you come off everything. It's just like they never let the people get to where the mission is complete for them. They fuck it up every time. They fucked it up with Mark, and they fucked it up with Eric. And I'm going to tell you now, I believe that you're going to hear some heinous shit come from Eric that he found out. Remember, he told everybody he found some things out that was pretty fucked up. I bet you anything it's going to blow their minds. What's up, James? I bet you anything it'll blow our minds.
the way people putting shit and crack out there about everybody, the way everybody lives. And we live here
Jenny
all
Phillip,
our
Danielle
life.
Nova.
And never did happen like it till all this studio was going on.
James S.
I am
Buddy.
ashamed what people putting out there.
Yeah, it's like this is true essence of people not giving a fuck what the other people think of them. Like they're ready to throw it all away for a $40, $60, $100 bag of dope or something. You never know. You think here's the thing I think's what's going to happen. I think you got to think they're an incest family, right? I think something else is going to come out. I think something else is going to come out. I hate to say that. I really do. But there's no way. I mean, like, they had, like, I hate to say it, but I think something like that is going to come out. Something along the incest thing. Sexual abuse allegations. That's the first thing that came to my mind when he said that, man. I got offline the other night and I was like, damn, I hope I didn't think of it while I was watching the video, but I thought of it as he's like, after I got offline, I was like, I hope he's not thinking that there's sexual abuse going on, because there could have been. There very much could have been. And I'm just leaving it open for thought, food for thought, guys. I think it could be with each other, you know? I think it could be with each other, or it could be with anything. So I'm just saying, food for thought. This is a channel where people say what they think and think what they say over here. So
Most of it is a bunch of full-ass lies. And they don't know how we live.
I
Everybody
agree.
lives different lives.
You can say that again, Larry.
Home. I don't care.
Not taking the doctor and letting them sit in their own pee and shit is abuse and neglect. Oh, most definitely, Blind Wolf. Most definitely. Hi, Earth Angel. Being covered in feces is a documented survival tactic against sexual abuse. It is. I kind of feel like the state of West Virginia kind of failed them. Straight up, YouTube Begginator for sure. I think the state of West Virginia kind of failed them, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I do. I think the state of West Virginia failed them. And it's sad, man. It's very sad. Nice to see you, Earth. Good seeing you, girl. I hope you're doing great. All right. So we're going to move along. And I don't know if you guys know who I'm talking about when I say Dwayne, but you will when I start this. By the way, very well put together video too. It has been with each other. The other person that was filming them for years, he uncovered some incest years ago. Well, there was another guy that did a full family tree, and it ended up being like blood cousins sleeping together, and then down the line, it was another family that was incest that slept. It was like really weird. Schools failed too. I agree. I believe it was the total state of West Virginia. Definitely the town of Odd. They definitely failed them. You heard that Timmy's dad was a family member. Well, his name was Joe Bolin. They said it in a video. I did hear them say it in a video. All right, man. Let's go over to the pissed off parents chat or video. Here's this guy's channel. I don't understand how he don't have way more subscribers. He's got less than me, y'all. Let's help him out here, man. This is the pissed off parent. This is Dwayne. Now, we all remember Dwayne. He was the one helping Eric do the podcast while Erica was away using the phone, right? There was let me show you how fucking stupid this shit is. You know how many different fucking narratives were spun about this dude? He was Eric's brother. He was Eric's fucking cousin. He was something else. He was he was the moderator for the Whitaker family Facebook. He was the moderator for this. And he was nobody but Eric's friend helping him do a podcast while Eric was away with the phone, y'all. Good video. Looks like he's sitting right there, didn't it? That was a good fucking screen grab right there. 5 hours later.
5 hours later. Hill.
If you thought watching Patrick spit into a cup was riveting, wait till you see the train wreck timeline I've got for you.
I'm sick of being just a weekend dad.
Do I? Sorry, I didn't hear it. Shout out to Lucky Strike, Miss Phoenix Blaze in the chat. Miss Lucky Strike says, "For always good to see your content. Loving the topic. I appreciate you, Lucky Strike. Phoenix Blaze. Love, Chicky. You already know. You already know."
Right now, 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 right now.
Oh, he comes off as misogynistic. Well, ladies, don't follow him. I know he's one of those guys that try to fight for parents not seeing their kids and all this, but this is good content.
So let's get this straight. We've got Patrick George, the guy who thought Tommy Whitakers was his golden ticket to YouTube fame. Then Eric Carroll, my buddy, a guy who's been in the trenches for years exposing family court corruption, getting pulled into this circus because Patrick suddenly realized, oh crap, 60,000 followers and 30 million views doesn't automatically print money. Who knew? Now, like the rest of you, I've been sitting back with my popcorn watching this dumpster fire unfold. It's like Jerry Springer meets Appalachian Gothic, drama, contracts, Cash App links, rumors, receipts, and of course, all the keyboard warriors who've never done a damn thing for anyone, but got plenty to say about how it should have been done. Full disclosure, Eric and I have been friends for a while, and my direct involvement with Patrick, maybe 2 or 3 times on camera, tops. But like most of you, I couldn't help but ask the question, how the hell did we get here? So I decided to lay it all out, a chronological timeline of events with mostly publicly available data. And because it's the pissed off parent, you know I'll be adding commentary, and maybe, just maybe, I got a surprise or two up my sleeve. Buckle up. This isn't just a story about the Whitakers. It's a case study in internet drama, human nature, and how fast good intentions can spiral into chaos.
You know how we feel about case studies over here. That's what we
The
do.
story goes from a few people talking about it to everybody talking about it. That was Mark Lighten, Soft White Underbelly, and the Whitakers in Odd, West Virginia. Let's rewind. Mark's channel, Soft White Underbelly, launched in April of 2016, but the Whitaker family didn't become one of the most viewed features until later. One of the major videos titled Inbred Family, The Whitakers, amassed tens of millions of views. For example, one Soft White Underbelly video featured the Whitakers showed about 45 million views. Mark didn't just film them.
Well, that's one of them put together arcades that probably has like 6,000 games in it. And then he probably had it decorated as the Goonies. You can get those custom made. All it is like a cabinet over an emulator. What's good, Hebrew?
He created a GoFundMe for a new home.
He does
Showed
have quite
updates
a
and
collection of
publicly showed
Transformers stuff.
receipts of over $100,000 sent to the Whitaker family over time.
Okay, so that right there. I don't know what these dudes were even thinking. What were these dudes even thinking? That right there would have scared me from here to high heaven. I wouldn't do nothing with the Whitaker family. Hell no. If you done robbed that man of $100,000 something and now you still look and live the same fucking way? You don't even have a new TV? Oh, no. No. Yeah, I know they don't own it. I know that the Whitakers don't own that property. That's crazy, man.
Then came the controversy. Critics questioned whether the GoFundMe money actually went into home repairs versus other uses. Some family members reportedly claimed things that were later disproven, like being...
For the people that don't know who that was on the screen flashing all that money, that was BJ's boyfriend that he got from stealing copper. Boy, you got to be stealing a lot of fucking copper to have a flat wad like that, all hundreds. You got to be stealing a shit ton of copper. And not only that, you got to be selling it to somebody that's a piece of shit for buying all of it. Yeah, totally against the law. Come on, man. Totally against the law.
And deaths that didn't happen, things like that.
Mark, I'm sorry. I don't know anything about this
If you can
And also, this right here would have drove me away too. Them all lying to Mark about Larry being dead, y'all. Horrible.
help me this one time, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm just asking you, can you send me $150? I promise after I get everything.
Okay. BJ, Larry's daughter, to Mark. I was going to see if you might can help out with money so I can get something to wear to the funeral. I understand you helped me pay $800, but if you can do this for me, I would really appreciate it. They have nothing good to wear. If you can please let me know while I'm out of the house, the phone is out. Mark, can you please send me enough money to where we can make it down to the graveyard and back, please? Hey, Mark, is there any way you can send me like $250 so I can get Betty, Timmy, Lorraine, and it's something nice to wear at the funeral tomorrow? There will be a Facebook Live starting at 3 p.m. of my dad's service. Please message me and let me know. That's fucking nuts, bro. And I was going to see if you could send me $300 to help my sister pay for the dinner we are doing. Also, everything will be live so everyone can see it. Man, dude. Man. Why would anyone think that you could help somebody that's doing things like this? Maybe I thought.
The arrangements for my dad. I never thought today would be the day I would lose my dad.
Talk to you. I'm not going to give you anything. I'm not going to send anything until I talk to Betty. So then she put you on the phone, and I asked you about Larry dying. And you go, yeah, he's dead.
What she told me tell you that now? What? You see your TV?
Holy shit, bro. That was great of Mark to go down there and confront him straight up, face to face, bro. Yeah. That was a fire move, bro. Fire. Don't even say nothing. Don't send nothing. Don't say nothing. Just show up. I don't know what she was thinking. Like, this is who they've been dealing with all their life, probably. We don't know. That's the thing. I leave everything open for everything can change my mind. My mind's open for change. So, like, nobody could ever say I thought of the way or I felt this way or I felt that way. My mind's always open for change. We don't know for a fact what Betty's mental capability is. She can lie at the drop of a dime, Blind Wolf. She can lie on the drop of a dime. Betty just says whatever she's told to say. I agree, but that's not right, Kitty. That's not right. Just because she's being manipulated into saying it doesn't make it right. She shouldn't say it. Not when it comes to like robbing people, man. That's where I think that they didn't have much social life. Because I mean, most people that I know would think, no, you don't do that. Oh, girl manipulated Betty. I agree. I agree. She's been manipulated and told to say things. Yeah, she ran and hid when Mark pulled up. I remember seeing it. I've been following the Whitakers for quite some time now. I've always watched everything Mark put out, quite a few times each one.
Yeah. So he's just gonna come say hey to everybody and tell you happy Labor Day.
He said, Brandy, you suck.
Praise Jesus, Larry's back. Mark responded by posting bank receipts and transfers to show the funds had moved, and he stated he ended the fundraiser.
That's how you keep receipts too.
After the controversy grew. And here's where the nuance is. For all of the outrage and the questions, Mark has been widely praised by many for humanizing a family many would turn away from, for giving them visibility and care. He hasn't been perfect. He did the best he could. But
Absolutely. Absolutely, Mark. Absolutely, buddy. Good job, Mark.
what the public record shows, he did put money in, he did try to help, and when things got fiery, he showed some receipts. So yes,
Yeah, but here's the thing, Blind Wolf. At some point, he was going to, though, right? He's helping that family currently. And BJ had to think that at some point, Mark was going to pull up and see that Larry is still alive. Yeah, they definitely got some problems. Yeah, but I think a lot of us start to think way too far outside the box when it comes to the Whitakers. We're still only dealing with the family here. Like, there's only certain things that we're going to do. They're not going to go have psychological evaluations. Like, you can't make somebody do that. They're not used to being called out to their face. It's probably because they're not used to people, period. You can see they've been shunned, you know. They have definitely been shunned.
Mark is a big reason many people outside West Virginia even know the Whitakers are a real family. His video dropped the curtain for millions who otherwise wouldn't think twice about what poverty in Appalachia really looks like. That's the setup. From here, we track what happened after the spotlight. Good, bad, and a messy middle. Because the public feed doesn't show everything, and change became real work, not just viral clicks. All right, here's where the circus starts. Meet Patrick Rourke, 46, local guy, knew the Whitakers, but mostly just a guy with a
That's
Facebook
true.
page.
Very true, Blind
His
Wolf.
profile went up September 11, 2020, and for years, really nobody cared except for the holler hoochies. And wait, what? Alpha males don't run in packs? Cut.
Then they're really putting it to Patrick, aren't they? Facebook's doing it too, as they should. As they should. He's earned a lot of money, and he ain't giving none to the Whitakers either. I don't see their way of life getting any better either. You're right. You're definitely right about that, Blind Wolf. I'll give you that one. Jessica, hello. She needs to be able to advocate and protect those people. And that's where the state isn't going to allow them to come back to her, because she can't. She can't protect the family. She can't advocate for them. She can't take care of them. And you can talk about cleaning that house all you want. You can probably talk about moving her into a new home. You still ain't going to get the Whitakers back, probably. Yep, the state failed them. What's up, Cuddy?
Then came May 19th, 2025. Patrick starts posting videos of the Whitakers, and boom, overnight, his little corner of the internet explodes. Followers, views, clout. He hit the jackpot. Suddenly, he realizes this is too big to handle alone, and he starts looking for someone to help him run with it. Who reached out first? Patrick says one thing, evidence says another.
Tell everybody, and this is how I originally connected with you. I was just another guy on Facebook scrolling through there, and then I see your videos with Timmy, and I was like, see, here's the thing. I've already got a platform, guys. I've had a platform for the past 6 years, but I was going to interview.
One's got 652,000 followers. Looks like his Twitter has 201. Facebook, I don't know. Something here's got 50,000. These are followers, so his YouTube's 332 because that's subscribers. These are all follower pages, so this is probably TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. The new home would end up looking like the old one. I think a lot of the help that people wanted to give might have been just for Lorraine, Rain, and Timmy. You know, Lorraine, Ray, and Timmy. That's what Eric, I think, planned to do it for. And he didn't like the fact that everything that was going on had nothing to do with them, but it was affecting them. So he tried to make a change by getting rid of BJ, putting her out of the situation just for a little bit, you know? But it's kind of hard to tell a family member to get rid of another family member when they don't want to. When they don't want to. And it's not, there's nothing in the orders that say BJ can't be there or they can't come home. Don't believe the bullshit, y'all. Do not believe the bullshit. There's no order that if BJ's there, they can't come back there. There's not. It probably was part of the reason why they took them, but it's probably not in, there's probably no order to even get them back.
Because there was a lot of similarities there, but I wanted to interview you and find out about like how you met, because you had started a GoFundMe in the beginning, and I saw it wasn't doing much.
And also, there's also been found out, what's up, man? It's also been found out by the Facebook sleuths that there's a GoFundMe that was created by Timmy for Patrick. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Made by Timmy for Patrick. This guy was willing to cash in on anything the Whitakers did until it got too big for his own good. That's what happened. It got larger than life on Patrick. I mean, I wish there was a place we could call. Maybe somebody can put that together. I wouldn't have a problem having my people in this chat call. What's up, 10? So the deal was Eric reached out to Patrick, not for the Whitakers, but for Patrick. He wanted to bring Patrick on to Dad Talk because he thought he was doing good with Timmy. That's the truth. We all watched it. It's even in the video here.
It had like $100 in it. Yeah. And I knew it was more than likely because of what had happened with BJ. And I was like, let me get this guy on there, introduce him to everybody, because I think he's got good intentions. Yeah. And I didn't know it. An hour later, you were texting me. Yep. And that's kind of how this thing started. And what was it about that initial message that kind of, connected with you?
Well, probably the biggest thing that I seen was, what you had said about your dad and all that in church, all that kind of stuff. And then I went and looked at your page and seen how you were thrown out and affiliated with having your own page as far as whenever it comes to like dads, the rights of dads. And fathers' rights. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, God, I'm totally for it.
Dads are just as important as moms, and that's usually
5 hours later.
Topic,
Yeah, it's great.
Not talk too long, but when
Seriously, don't talk too long. Honestly, doesn't matter. It's inconsequential. The fact is, his Facebook page became the epicenter of this entire mess, and everything that followed spiraled out. I swear this video is never going to get done. Patrick has diabetes. He came out a few days ago. Today is September 23rd, 2025, and he's been saying for a while that he only has his personal account. That's the only one he has.
What's right and what's wrong.
Look at the size of those moobs.
That is right.
He said, look at the size of those moobs.
Is that I only own one platform. I have Facebook, my own Facebook. That's it. I don't have no other platform.
Oh, he's got a cameo with the Whitakers. $50, bro. And we'll deliver you a video in 24 hours. So he was using whoa. So you were using people that were mentally handicapped, Patrick. I don't know why he would be behind on his. How do we find out he's behind on his truck? How? Wow. Yeah, he's just laying it out for Eric. He's doing damage control for Eric, but it makes sense. It's truthful. Dude, every time I go over there to Brandy's channel, they always talking about me. Hating on me now. Didn't want me to talk about her now. She's mad I'm not talking about her. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. What's up, dog?
Nor am I in control of any other platform. That's not
Damn, that's another lie.
mine.
And then people started noticing comments coming out of the Whitaker page, and of course people were alluding to the fact that it was Eric.
I have
Titties!
Messenger. You know,
Eric, we stand behind you. You're doing the right thing. It's all about money. Now Patrick wants guardianship. He wants the money. They need to give Betty and Larry hair follicle tests. Betty, you guys sometimes go way too far, bro. Like, come on, man. Betty and Larry are more like a couple than brother and sister. I'll say this again. On Eric's come out video, am I still racist? Yeah, man, I'm just a racist piece of shit, bro. I know them people are so stupid, bro. I'm going to let them stay over there arguing back and forth with no one but themselves because they look stupid, bro. I watched their content and it looks fucking dumb. I'm like, nah, never again. Never get me bickering back and forth with you weirdos again. I'll come in and jab and go. Might be. In Eric's video, in his expressive come out video, he said that there was other things that happened that were wild and that he found out. And when I got offline the other night, it rang into my head. You already know, girl. I seen you. I watched a little bit of it. I did. I watched some of it. It's funny. Fuck her. But I was thinking to myself, what if this is an incest family and there's still something going on, or somebody found out about sexual abuse? Because there was apparently physical abuse. And if they never got out to meet people or be around other people, what do you think they did? Yeah, things he can't tell right now. Exactly. And I wouldn't be shocked or amazed if one of those things were that there was allegations of sexual abuse as well. I'm just saying, it's food for thought.
that's the only messenger I have. Most people know.
So Eric Carroll wrote, "Get the fuck off my page." That's definitely Patrick Rourke, bro. I say you need to get the fuck off my page if you don't know facts. That's Patrick Rourke all day. He's always facts. Facts. If you don't know facts. Yeah, facts. Yeah, these are facts. I ain't seen you do no sit-down video like Eric did.
Or they send me a message, they pretty much can tell who it is that you're talking about.
Diabetes. All right, let's just stop sugarcoating this. About 30 days after Patrick dropped that first Whitaker video on June 18th, 2025, he goes running to Eric asking for help monetizing the page.
You know what, though? Here's the funny thing about the drug shit. Even on drugs, dude, people wouldn't live that foul. You know what I'm saying? I've seen drug houses fucking cleaner than that. Like, there's dope things that live cleaner and better. We need to look at it that way. So it's definitely bigger than what we think. There are people that have nothing absolutely nothing on this world, dude, that lived better than they were living. And they supposedly, every one of them got a check. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Dope heads, dope fiends, fucking living cleaner than they were, bro. Now I've seen some fucking trap houses in my neighborhood, bro, that are ran down and nasty, where people are going in there and fucking doing whatever they want. But hey, these people were living gross, bro. Yeah, and they didn't do anything with it, Miss Blaze. Mark showed that he gave them over $100,000, over $100,000. This caused from despair and mental illness. Good point. Good point, man.
The guy's already neck deep covering the John Mass wrongful death trial and juggling a bunch of crap in his personal life, but he steps up. Why? Because Eric's a full-time podcaster. This is how his family eats, period. And yeah, he also saw a chance to actually help the Whitakers and use his platform to shine a light on bigger issues parents are getting crushed by. Fast forward 2 days, June 20th, 2025, Facebook and YouTube channels go live, but here's where the road split. Patrick, he wanted GoFundMe's and direct donations, straight cash, no guardrails. Eric's like, hell no. He'd seen this movie before. People abusing this family, pocketing donations. He drew a line in the sand. There must be transparency. Everybody above board, or it doesn't happen. Eric's not done.
Good for you.
He's already getting Spidey Sense vibes from Patrick. So he pushes for a contract. And while the contract doesn't spell out who does what, let's be real. That was the entire point. Everybody had their lane. Eric's lane was setting up the platforms, editing, scrubbing footage so bare butts didn't get them banned, running social media, and basically 90% of the legwork. Patrick's lane was simple.
Patrick only had one job. Film them.
Nearby. More on that later. But he grabbed raw footage and sent it in. The Whitaker.
See? He had one job, y'all. Patrick had one job, they said. Grab the raw footage of them and send the footage to people that are going to edit it. That's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it's done. That's how you put this family in a good light. You scrub it to make sure there's no bullshit that's going to get the channel banned. It's going to get maybe like an ass slip or a titty slip. But like, come on, bro. Like, this is how it's supposed to be done.
First lane, be filmed.
That was it.
The deal was $130.
All the Whitakers had to do was be filmed.
Each. And I can already hear everybody saying,
Please hit that like button.
what is down and everything? Give me a break. Do you people realize how much time goes into editing, posting, promoting, and protecting accounts from being nuked? You want him to work 16-hour days for free while his kids starve. Newsflash, his last name ain't Rockefeller. Helping doesn't mean destroying your own family to do it. The contract, it wasn't some shady grab. It's the only way to keep everyone accountable and the project sustainable. Without it, this thing would have collapsed before it even got going. So it's after June 20th, the channels are up, the social medias are social mediaing, and the growth off the charts. Views, likes, comments pouring in. And of course, the peanut gallery is out in force, people screaming, scam, before the first damn paycheck even clears. Why? Because of what happened before.
Yep.
Now, here's the reality. Eric and Patrick, they've bitten off way more than they could ever hope to chew. And they're hoping people will give them some grace as they figured it out. But let's be honest, fat chance. Eric's head was in the future. He's thinking, how do we build a sustainable home? How do we cover medical needs? How do we make sure this family is cared for long term? Monetization wasn't about quick cash. It was the engine to make the big goals happen. Patrick, whole different story. His eyes weren't on the Whitaker's future. They were on himself, chasing women, flashing for attention, figuring out how to grab fast cash while Eric's grinding away trying to build something real. Perfect example, Eric's busting his ass trying to get a trust established so funds are protected and sustainable. Meanwhile, Patrick's already dipping into money for God knows what. And at some point, Eric realizes this ain't going to work from behind a computer screen.
I'm going to fucking set up another GoFundMe.
Dude, I think one of those nonprofits is calling me, bro.
All right, bye.
Look, I'll call you back. Hello? Hello?
Hi, this is Haley. Is this Eric Carroll?
This is.
I saw.
He needs boots on the ground. So he packs up, 10-hour drive from Georgia to West Virginia, determined to finally meet the Whitakers face-to-face, assess their real needs, and try to pull this mess onto the right track. So he's standing face-to-face with the Whitakers for the first time, and right out of the gate, he knows this family needs real help. Not lip service, not quick cash gimmicks, real boots-on-the-grounds work. So what does Eric do? He gets to work. First priority, comfort and survival.
He does make you fun. He is kind of funny.
Nobody deserves it.
I mean, it's a good put together video. I'll give him his editing skills. But like, you're just doing damage control for Eric, man. That's the way I see it. And I don't think that we need Eric Carroll damage control. I think Eric looks good doing it himself. Like the video he did the other night. Eric looked good doing that himself. Am I right or wrong? It looked honest. It looked real. I believed him. I'm not even going to bullshit you. I believe Eric over Patrick any day. Any fucking day. You got a man that's got his home, his family together. Yeah, he had some mess ups with his first wife. But he's got a new wife, right? Whatever. But he's got things to lose here. I believe Eric over Patrick any day, man. Do I believe that Eric set it up for it to make a lot of money? Absolutely. I believe that's what both of the men wanted. But that's how you make this family a lot of money. And it crashed down on them again. And we're going to find out why. We will find out why. I just hope that those three other ones that can't speak for themselves are taken care of. Yeah, I think Eric can do this all by himself. He don't need this guy, man.
Like that. Next, Ray, remember? He'd been limping and complaining about his knee since the
But he was involved a little bit.
Patrick's
So
so saying, "Oh, you'll never."
he might have something to say.
Eric ignores the whining and gives Ray into an actual medical appointment. Don't believe me? Here's the receipt.
She told me, she said, make sure before you come that you have those two things.
He doesn't have an idea, and they know that. There's no way to give him. He's been.
So on the one side you have Patrick.
Oh, who's blaming BJ? If Eric's holding on to hundreds of thousands of dollars, he's doing the right thing. Don't you think that's the right thing? Just give it to Betty? Or do you want it to go to Ray, Lorraine, and Timmy? No, they're 100% in they're 100 if here's the problem. Here's the problem. When you have Betty sign, she really can't sign a contract for Ray, Lorraine, and Timmy. She can't. Because Ray, Lorraine, and Timmy are adults. And they don't have a guardian over them because of why they are the way they are, right? I can't. They can't sign a contract. So Betty signing saying that these people can be filmed isn't really a good contract. Timmy was definitely the rock star. But if Eric's trying to get that hundreds of thousands of dollars that we're all bitching about, because trust me, I want him to get the money too. I totally want them to get the money. If Eric says they're going to get the money and he wants it to go to those three, I completely agree. No way I would release it to Betty. No way. No way in hell. You're crazy, kitty.
Who's been there for knows how long. wrong and can't get an appointment put together. Eric is there for like a day or two, and they're on their way to the doctor's office to get his knee looked at. That's what helping looks like. Eric spends time with each of them.
He did do a lot more help than Patrick. Patrick was taking Timmy out a lot. I don't know. It could have been a long time ago, Jessica. See, the thing with the monthly check thing, you can set that up 30 years ago and it could still be running now. Oh, I believe me, I've done my research. I mean, I can drop the link if anybody would like to come up here and refute anything I'm saying. I will. This is that channel. I will drop the link for sure. The investigation's probably over, like they said. The investigation was only about Larry or Ray, Lorraine, and Timmy anyway, probably. You guys think sometimes way outside the box. And it's like some of the things that people believe are fucking outrageous, bro.
Knees, listening, actually doing the work. Meanwhile, what's Patrick doing? Chasing fun, mooching off donations, and arguing about why things can't get done. Hell, he blows over $500 at a boot shop. And how much did he keep for himself? For a couple of clothes and boots for Timmy. These folks are dirt poor. That money could have stretched into groceries, medicine, real necessities.
I don't know how they're dirt poor, but they all get a check. You can't make that make sense. I keep hearing they get a check. I mean, I am the okay, well, you tell Aquaboss. You tell me how you know that investigation is 100% still active. And I'll kiss the ground you walk on.
But Patrick spends it like it's Monopoly cash. And before all the holler hoochies and Patrick Simps get their panties in a wad, this isn't a bash Patrick for the purpose of bashing Patrick, although I have a lot of reasons to. Patrick actually did some good. I mean, he did a lot of hunting, fishing, and other crap every day. He even helped the Whitakers clean off their front porch and get some new furniture. Thank God we found this huge overhang. So, anyway, Eric's doing all the shenanigans. They go back to the Airbnb or whatever.
What's up, Mama Bird?
Call from some guy pissed off about money he owes.
How you doing?
Finds out that Patrick stole like $1,200
After we recorded that interview on YouTube. Meet Patrick and Eric. Next thing I know, he is in the parking lot of the hotel at the Skyline, cussing up a storm.
What did he say? The Skyline? Did he say the Skyline? Did he say the Skyline?
Meet Patrick and Eric. Next thing I know, he is in the parking lot of the hotel at the Skyline, cussing up a storm. Come up here, MF, or you know what?
He did say the Skyline. We got a Skyline motel in my city, and it's like a janky fucking hotel, man. What's up, sweet Alabama? Alabama in the house, y'all.
Yes, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? When I walk outside, he just throws the phone at me. He's like,
yeah, like almost like
take care of what? I have no idea what I'm running into, guys. No
There's
idea.
always one.
I get on this phone and the guys are
no, but the thing is, if the Whitakers aren't coming home, then there's like what is there to investigate? They're not coming home. They're not coming home. I don't know what to tell everyone. I don't believe that the Whitaker family is going to be back together ever again. I'm sorry. These are just my thoughts, though. And I'm here for everybody's thoughts, but have them knowing that everybody else may have a different thought than you. That's all I'm saying. Y'all are funny. I'm just saying, like, if they're in custody, like, and they're not coming back home, they will probably not investigate anymore, to be honest. There is no caretaker. Betty can't do it. They don't have a guardian. They don't have a guardian. That's number one. Somebody is going to have to go down there and become their guardian. You know how much that takes for that to happen? Yes, you're exactly right, boss. Aquaboss, you're 100% correct with that. 100%. That I can get behind for sure. Because you can't go into a legally binding you're funny, Tennessee. You can't go into a legally binding contract with people that don't even know how to write their name on it. You know what, Sassy? That's a good point. They might even be investigating them too. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things. Well, they probably done investigated. That's why they took them. You think Kenny is getting roommates? That's a little place for Kenny to live, just let alone somebody else in there. Yeah, you're supposed to. You're supposed to. I don't know about them all getting a check. I don't know that. I can't tell you the truth for that. Nobody can. Nobody can tell you that they got checks because we're not the state workers. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you.
I said, you better watch yourself there, dude. You don't know who you're talking to. And like, I'm not trying to get involved in this, but tell me what's going on. That guy's on there trying to act like a saint. He owes my 73-year-old grandmother $1,200 he stole from her. As I look over and he's leaning over the railing, I said, this guy just said you stole from his grandmother. Is that true? Nods his head yes. And I'm just like, oh my God.
So Eric's trying to keep this whole shit show together. He's got on one side Patrick mooching and blowing donations, doing all these side scams and everything else. And on the other side, he's got the Whitakers who need real help. Eric tries to keep right-sizing this Titanic and goes back to Georgia to continue.
Let me get my drink.
Patrick in charge, assuming that Patrick will stop scamming people. We all know how that turned out, and continues working on his other projects. So Eric's grinding other stories out, custody exchange murders, transgender issue, major project of his, the John Mass trial up in Idaho. Before he even has time to unpack his bag, he's on a plane to Lewiston, Idaho. Why? Because his friend John Mass was gunned down, murdered for one thing, for wanting to see his kids. This is Robert Mass, John's father, a man who lost his son in the most brutal way possible. And what does the internet do? Instead of showing compassion, instead of
Eric
standing
is
with
right.
his father,
I'm saying Eric is telling the truth.
Oh, is he really a commish? Are you kidding me? Who the hell cares? His son is dead. And some of you think it's funny to question his background. That's how low the internet is sunk. And they got this piece of trash that murdered him and this other piece of trash. So Eric's trying to manage the Whitaker situation as well as the John Mass trial and trying to keep ahead of all the crazy. So unlike the first case, they found that Bashir is liable in the wrongful death of John Mast. And I believe a decent amount of this was due in part to Eric's efforts in working with the public and convincing the news media of what actually happened.
They'll probably definitely appoint her a lawyer for sure. Hello, Sarah. Sarah. They'll definitely appoint her an attorney. But here's the problem, guys.
You can go back.
She's not the guardian.
I don't care. So after dealing with all the emotional stuff, he flies back to Georgia to hopefully spend some time with his family. A bunch more work as soon as he gets home, dealing with more shenanigans out of odd West Virginia. So on August 7th, he drives back up there.
What'd that say?
Shenanigans out of odd West Virginia.
Can I borrow some money on the Whitaker account until our next payday so I can buy these windows? So they've already had a payday then. He said our next.
Yeah, so on August 7th, he drives back up there. Eric brings his own brother with him to film because Patrick, the guy who's supposed to be helping, wasn't doing a damn thing. So like he always does, Eric rolls up his sleeves and went to work. He tried to cover for Patrick, tried to protect him from his own mess, and then did the heavy lifting himself, sorting out the money, making sure the family was actually cared for, putting things back on track. And what does Patrick do? He starts getting pissed off at Eric for stealing the limelight. You got Eric busting his ass, and you got Patrick all caught up in his feels like, oh, pay attention to me. Ridiculous. And he's still doing his scams and not much else. Meanwhile, Eric's continuing.
I told you guys what I said why Charlie Kirk had something to do with what Eric said. It's because Eric knew Charlie. And Eric was gone away on this trip when Charlie was shot. So it's like something that he relates to or something. I don't know why he brung Charlie up. Fuck. Yeah, he's an energetic old man, ain't he?
To put in the work.
You had fun this week, Timmy? Yeah. We done a lot of stuff, didn't we? Tell everybody what you did this morning. Huh?
I'll say he can tote these videos like he was out with Timmy and shit. Patrick was out with Timmy too. Quite a lot. Quite a lot more than he showed too. Because Patrick didn't show everything until the Whitakers got taken, and then he started bringing out other shit that he already had.
Yeah, say cupcakes. Yeah, and then Rice Krispie treats. And what else did you make? Cake. What else? Cookies. There you go. Man! But we also did a lot of other stuff. You washed the dishes and you cleaned. Yeah, man. We've been having fun.
Man, that dude is so helpable, y'all. Timmy is so workable. That's crazy, Puddle. Nobody should be worried about their safety, bro. That's a little overboard. It's a little overboard, I think. Yeah, I do. I am going to miss seeing this guy on the screen. I am. Because he was so you could work with Timmy, man. You could get Timmy up to par, I think. I really do. And that's going to be sad, man. But you know what? They deserve better. I'm going to be honest. They deserve better. Do you really think them going back to Betty is good for them? If you do, you might be as crazy as they are.
So after right-sizing everything, he gets back in his car and drives the 10-hour trip back home.
Yes,
So
he
Eric's
could.
exhausted. He just got
He
back
could
from his
do
second
great in
trip,
the group home.
helping out the Whitakers, doing all the other fun stuff he's done. And he's got his own medical issues. He can talk to those if he ever decides to, but he's wore down. But he can't slow down, so he's in the editing room getting all the footage that he got edited up and put out there so everyone can see it. So here's just an example of who Eric is. He gets back home after round 2 from dealing with the Whitakers. He's been right-sizing everything, keeping the Titanic from completely sinking, all while taking the heat from the John Mastrall fallout, juggling his own family, and everything else life is throwing at him. The guy's iPhone takes a dump, and his air conditioner breaks. Now, most people, that'd be the end of it. You call the repair guy, you pay the bill, and you move on. But this is Eric we're talking about. The tech who shows up, turns out he's dealing with false allegations. And instead of just nodding, paying, and going back inside the cool AC.
I feel so sorry for Timmy because I think Timmy had so much more he had so much more teachability. He had so much more to him that could have shined, but he just wasn't being his true self where he was in life, you know? He's the one that may have been held back the most by that family. To be honest, Timmy might have been the one that was held back the most. Yeah, Timmy loved being out with the fellas. And I'm not even ragging on Patrick except for him getting all this fired back up for that family, you know? All right, I know he could have had hella taxes, but they were making a lot of cash, Blind Wolf. This family was generating money quickly. And I only started viewing them on YouTube when they came back. I didn't even fuck with the Facebook side of it because I'm a YouTube viewer. So I only watched the YouTube, and I seen what they were generating. And I was like, wow, you go, guys, you know? But it seems like the Whitakers have screwed themselves again. That's what all in all it sounds like and looks like to me. And it's literally cost them their family members, man. But I don't think they knew what they were getting into. The three that got taken definitely didn't know.
Eric stops. He listens. He helps the stranger. See, that's the difference. That's who Eric really is. He's not the cartoon version that some people online have tried to make him out to be. He's not the villain in the story the keyboard warriors are spinning. He's the guy who, even when his plate is already overflowing, will still set it down to help someone else who's being crushed by the same kind of system he's been fighting for years. And to those who have twisted that, who've dragged his name, you know exactly who you are. That's the receipt. This is the truth. So Eric thinks finally he might get a chance to slow down, maybe catch his breath, maybe even see Patrick step up for once and actually do something for the Whitakers.
Here's the thing. I don't think that they're going to be able to do what they need to do. What's up, Tommy? Indiana here too. I don't think they're going to be able to get done what they need to get done. And here's the problem, guys. There needs to be a guardian established. Shout out to Tennessee. Alabama, shout out. Yeah, Georgia in the house.
Instead of mooching off of them. You know, take Ray to the doctor's appointments, spend some quality time, maybe show that it's about more than views and clicks. But no, on August 21st, Patrick decides the best use of his time while sitting on the biggest humanitarian project of his life is to go to a car event. Because, of course, he does. And what happens? He manages to break his leg. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't wish
I thought it was a bluegrass concert. Now it's a car event.
On anybody. But this basically grounded his one job, the one thing he was supposed to do, film raw footage of the Whitakers. Went from rarely to never. He went from pretty much useless to absolutely useless. So while Patrick's laid up in his personal episode of Jackass Mountain Edition, Eric's back in the trenches taking care of every single moving part. The family, the social media, the networking, the fundraising, the planning, everything again. This is the pattern. One guy making excuses, one guy breaking his body at car shows, and the other guy, Eric, breaking his back to keep the whole damn thing alive. All right, let's finally address this dumbass donation controversy thing that the keyboard warriors love to foam at the mouth about. So here's what happened. Patrick breaks his damn leg at a car show, because of course he did. And suddenly Eric realizes he's got to make another unplanned trip back to Odd, West Virginia. Not next month, not 2 weeks later, now. And newsflash, his last name ain't Musk, Gates, or Rockefeller. He didn't exactly have a spare emergency trip to West Virginia fund lying around his sock drawer. And the main reason he was leaving in an emergency was because he was receiving phone calls from the Whitakers telling them that BJ allegedly was abusing them. What would you do? So on August 27th, on his personal page, he asked for donations. Not to buy a Lambo, not to take a vacation, to cover an Airbnb for the Whitakers. Let me repeat this for the cheap seats. The Airbnb was mainly for the Whitakers. He even went as far to say, hey, if you want to just pay the Airbnb.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, Aquaboss. It does take it all away if he cooperated 100% with the law enforcement. It does. It does. It does. If he cooperated, then. But it sounds like they don't even know where they want him to disperse the money. But he did. If he's saying what he said, I can only go off what the man said. He's been honest so far.
Managed a lemonade stand without a trip to West Virginia fund lying around his sock drawer. And the main reason he was leaving in an emergency was because he was receiving phone calls from the Whitakers telling them that BJ allegedly was abusing them. What would you do? So on August 27th, on his personal page, he asked for donations.
So it all started when, I guess, BJ was taking the phone away from him. Probably over there making dope man calls. You know, you got to have the phone away from everybody. You're waiting on the dope man to call, right? That's awesome, Blind Wolf.
To buy a Lambo, not to take a vacation.
Look, all the negative Nancy's can like beat it, bro. Because I'm not here for the negativity. Not with the Whitakers, bro. I'm only here to bring you information, discuss the information, give you my thoughts and opinions as I soak in all of your thoughts and opinions. That is it.
Cover an Airbnb for the Whitakers. Let me repeat this for the cheap seats. The Airbnb was mainly for the Whitakers. He even went as far to say,
And if you become a member on this channel, please hit me up through your Gmail, through Instagram, through any source of social media. And we can get you in the members Discord and the members Instagram chat. We have that as well. So there you go. Become a member today.
hey, if you want to just pay the Airbnb directly, do that. And here's the kicker. When enough came in, he said, all right, that's enough. We're good. Stop sending. Thank you for everyone who helped. Now let's stop for a second and ask ourselves, does that sound like someone trying to run a scam? Or does that sound like someone who got blindsided by his partner's clown show, asked for help, got just enough to cover it, and then shut the door on more money rolling in? But man, according to the holler hoochies and the cow stolen keyboard warriors, this is proof of some giant con. You people couldn't recognize honesty if it hit you upside the head with a Walmart fly swatter. So do they feel stupid now? Probably not, but they should. So Eric schleps his ass again back to odd West Virginia. And let's just cut the hallmark moment here. He didn't head back early because he was craving that good old holla hospitality. No, he went back because of the alleged abuse by BJ. Yeah, that's what finally ripped the Band-Aid off. Now, if you've been paying attention to Patrick's past...
He didn't leave with the money, man. What makes you think he left with the money if he was already talking to them before he left? You think no matter where he goes, they can't find him?
Performance for lack of a better you already know the rule of thumb. If you want something done right, you do it yourself. And that's exactly what Eric's head was at. Because trusting Patrick to handle this kind of situation, it's like trusting a screen door to keep out a hurricane. Spoiler, not going to happen. Now, as luck would have it, Larry just got busted stealing gas from Patrick. Betty and Larry are very hesitant about filing the ex parte order and the eviction notice on BJ. So Patrick says,
I think they're a little misogynistic.
The ex parte order, or
I do
get charged with theft.
I will agree to that one.
I agree with Patrick on this one.
I know a lot of people don't like Eric. I think he's a little misogynistic. I do. I mean, this guy here is misogynistic. If you go watch his other movies, or I mean his other shows, they have a thing. But they fight for dads that don't have rights to their kid, that lose rights to their kids and shit. There's women that fight for women that have that. We got to have those types of people. The men have to have those types of people. But you don't have to be a misogynistic to do it. You know what I mean? Not all women are bad. He wants to give it not to Betty, guys. He don't want that money going to Betty. I do believe that's his route. You definitely. He's trying to make sure that Timmy, Lorraine, and Ray acquire that funds. Especially now that they're taken. He don't want to drop the money on Betty. Would you? And it has to be done properly, you guys. If they all get checks, like Eric said, they all get checks, and you dump $150,000 onto somebody, guess what's going to happen? They're going to lose their monthly check. Let's look at life in real scopes, y'all. The real deal. Thank you, butterflies. I appreciate you. Welcome, welcome.
Side note, apparently stealing gas is a family tradition. So Betty and Larry finally agreed to file the paperwork. Boom, temporary order in place. In theory, this is the big sigh of relief moment, right? The kind of breathing room Eric needed to keep pushing on the Amish house build, caring for the Whitakers, and keep producing content. Because let's face it, Patrick can't. He couldn't manage a lemonade stand without breaking his leg at it. But Eric, he makes the most out of this completely unplanned trip. He's not just clocking in some service level feel-good moments. He's all in. spending actual time with them, meeting their daily needs, reminding the Whitakers that, yes, they are human beings and not just internet clickbait.
And here's the problem. Apparently, here's the problem. Apparently, they didn't have a house payment. They didn't pay taxes. The land they lived on, like they didn't own any of it, apparently. And if they're all getting checks, why are they living in squalor? There's Grizzly Kitty. We do got a new member. Look at that right there.
Right now, 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 right now.
We like kitties over here. We like kitty cats. Definitely. A grizzly kitty would be fire.
In the middle of all this chaos, Eric even finds time to throw Ray a birthday party, a real one, something Ray probably hasn't had in forever. And then, this is the kicker, he shares the moment he bought Timmy a phone, just so he could feel like everyone else. Sweet, right? Well, that lasted for about 5 minutes because guess who learned how to dial 911 real quick? Timmy. And no one will forget when this happened.
In there.
Dude, I'm going to so miss the videos from Timmy, bro. That's the one that I'm going to miss the most. Straight up. I mean, I got my favorite. Yeah. Why are they living in squalor? Let's say they got the bottom, right? Let's say they got $800 a month. You got Ray, 8, 16, 24. You're talking $3,000 within that household every month. Huh. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it, man. That like Tennessee said, it's despair and mental illness, y'all. They were living in despair.
And honestly, that is the most honest quote you're ever going to hear out of Odd West Virginia, because that's exactly what Eric was dealing with 24/7. He even put on a labor
Erlinetta.
and just having them chill out, enjoy life, and just be normal.
What y'all doing? Y'all are live. Everybody's watching it. Y'all got your belly full? Yeah. Was it good? Yeah. Good. Everybody got to see Ray on the scooter? Yeah, I know.
So let's hit the fast forward button, September 2nd. By now, the internet keyboard warriors are frothing at the mouth, tossing out their brilliant questions like, who's the Transformer guy on air with them? Yeah, that was me, the so-called Transformer guy. Spoiler alert, no Autobots, no Decepticons, just me, the pissed off parent. Now let me back this up. At the top of the video, I told you about Eric and I. We've been friends for years. Not internet friends, not some collab nonsense, real friends. We met when he came down to Texas to expose one of the ugliest travesties of justice you'll ever hear. A father being blocked from seeing his own terminally ill son. Think about that for a second. A dying kid and the system.
This is why I believe Eric, y'all. This man has been involved with lots of things that helped children and fathers, y'all. Why the fuck would I believe Patrick over Eric when there's documented proof that Eric has went out and put boots to the ground and helped these people? Like, I don't get the people that can't see or understand what the fuck is going on. Yeah, the grift got too big for Patrick, I think. That's when he brung Eric in, thought, yep.
Nah, dads don't matter. Now, I've been in this fight as the pissed off parent. Basically an army of one. A guy screaming into the wind while everyone else plays advocate on Facebook. I was the guy who refused to just meme it out. And Eric, he noticed. Later, he told me, there's something different about you from all the other equal shared parenting advocates. Case in point, at that event where we first met in person with each other.
But we're not the police, y'all. If a law gets broken, arrest them. How come no one's arrested, Aqua Boss? Make it make sense. It's been months now. No, come on. When they get taken, it's been a month completely. Oh, more than a month.
was going against the sheriff, basically calling him
Like, I'm not the
BS using his own data and statistics.
Glenn Terry. My question is really for Sheriff Whitaker. I'll wait till he's done talking. Sorry. Does your sheriff's department enforce the Penal Code 25.03 of when a parent goes against the court order? And has your department
My
enforced any
savior?
of those?
Well,
How would you?
I don't know if he's my savior.
What would your advice be?
I would like to think I'm my own man.
Any non-custodial parent that doesn't get to see their child after the court order?
We enforce all the penal code as equally and possibly as level as we possibly can in regards to that. Whatever the offense is, we look at the elements, and if it's a violation of law, we're happy to do it.
So Dwayne Ward, representing pissed off parent coding this information. I don't want to detract from David, Jess, and others that are here, but I actually made a video based on data from Tarrant County and enforcement of 2503.
People are just going to internet. That's all it is, guys. If they get too stupid, my moderators will block them.
2,614 calls were made.
These people are just internet, man.
The police, of which there was 12 cases.
Why isn't he putting out
content? Which were resolved. But simple hard facts are that PC 2503 are not enforced in Texas at all. I'm more happy if you go to my website or I give you information. I can reach out to you offline here and talk about it in more detail. This is one of the many issues that parents are facing in trying to see the kids.
And just so we're crystal clear here for the record, I have never taken a donation, a GoFundMe payout, or a dime from anybody, not once. Every single thing I've done, I've driven every mile, every hour spent, every rant you've heard, it's all been on my own dime. So the asshats out there calling me a scammer,
yeah, they were calling him a scammer, a fucking moderator, and everything.
Back to the story. So in between running around like a bad man, internet and backup, Robert Mast, ex-Amish Robert Mast, the father who 1 month earlier was literally in court fighting for justice for his slain son, flies in on his own dime to help. Why? Because he can actually talk to the Amish and keep this house deal alive. And another buddy of his, Mark, shows up from California to help him juggle the mountain of moving pieces. You think, wow, teamwork makes the dream work, right? Wrong. Because with the eyes on the prize, the damn house for the Whitakers, Eric accidentally misses the court date on September 4th. Oh, and let me clarify, the only person who could have testified was Betty. Everyone else knew about the hearing. Everyone. They all knew Eric was meeting with the Amish that exact day. Now, this is the crazy part. You're telling me not one of these lazy asses could have said, hey, Eric, heads up, the court thing is on the exact same day. Or hell, even better, don't worry, man, I'll drive them. I mean, remember, Larry can drive. But no, they all sit there with their thumbs up their ass doing nothing, and then somehow it's all Eric's fault. I mean, really, the guy is running the entire circus, juggling the flaming chainsaw.
Oh, they got a new guy over there filming them now on Facebook. And they're talking bad about Patrick and Eric now. Betty and them will just say anything for the next person they think they can fucking get over on. Let's be honest, dude.
Sure, let's blame the one dude actually doing the work. It makes total sense if you're a keyboard warrior with half a brain cell. So while the rest of the zoo crew is doing, well, absolutely nothing, sitting on their asses, pointing fingers, playing victim, Eric, Robert, and Mark actually do the thing. They meet with the Amish and pull off the Hail Mary of Hail Marys. The Amish agree to build the Whitakers a house. Not a shack, not some half-baked idea, a real house. Next up, off to the county to start the permit process. You know, the boring but critical stuff that actually has to happen if you want 4 walls and a roof. And here's where it gets good. For all you internet sleuths out there, the wannabe detectives with a Google search and zero comprehension skills, let's clear something up. Eric posted, and I quote, got all of our applications with the permits. Read that again slowly. Got all of our...
There was people hitting the internet saying, he didn't get permits. He didn't get permits. He didn't get permits. He didn't say he got permits. Got all the applications for the permit. Man, bro, some people just need to get off the internet, man.
Applications with the permits.
This has turned into like a true crime YouTube scandal. It really has. It really, really has. That don't imply that to me.
Now, notice what it doesn't say. It doesn't say, got all the permits. Big difference. Words matter. People, maybe if half of you spent less time frothing in the comments and more time actually reading, the world might make a little more sense. So yeah, the guy that everyone loves to hate was actually pushing the ball forward while the zoo crew was, what's the word? Oh, right, doing jack shit. So after the permit office win, Eric and the crew roll back, feeling like progress is finally happening. They even take time to survey the land, checking out the lay of the land for the Amish build, momentum, hope, a path forward. And then the bomb drops. On the way back, Eric catches sight of something straight out of a bad reality show. A meth hand creeping up out of the camper. Cue the Becky Hill shenanigan music because guess who's back? BJ. Yeah, that BJ. The same one reported to Eric as abusing the Whitakers. The same reason Eric rushed back early in the first place. And here she is, back on the property like nothing ever happened. Now imagine this. You've been busting your ass to protect these people, fighting tooth and nail, juggling Amish house deals, county permits, birthdays, medical needs, and then you find out the person you were trying to shield them from is waltzing around like it's a Tuesday. Eric goes ballistic, and honestly, who wouldn't? You can't in good conscience move forward with a house build with the Amish, with any of it, knowing someone accused of abuse is still lurking around. Would you stake your reputation, your name, your resources, and put it all on the line for that? Hell no.
No way.
Worse. Betty, the very person people love to pay as the victim in this circus, was given 3 separate opportunities to extend the protective order. 3. And every single time, she refused. Oh, and for the genius...
So everybody out there that says, oh, she didn't just show up to one court date, she had 3 different opportunities to extend the order, and she refused 3 different times. While Eric knew nothing about none of these times. Wouldn't you feel a little bit betrayed too? I would be like, what am I doing now? What am I doing now?
That chance, Eric caused this. Here's your receipt. The reason Adult Protective Services stepped in and took Timmy, Lorraine, and Ray wasn't Eric, wasn't the Amish, wasn't outsiders. It was because Betty refused to help them. Receipt, courtesy of Patrick, by the way. Thanks for proving the point.
I agree. I think that's what it was too. Betty refused to give them help by removing people that abused them. She already been on camera saying that BJ abused them. That's how we know Betty just runs her mouth and then probably is like, well, why did I say that? I don't know why I said it, because maybe I thought these people wanted to hear that. That's what I think. And now it's got her up shit creek without a paddle now. And she done lost her fucking family. And now she done been living so horribly, she done probably never see him again. Sorry, you can do all the cleaning you want to that place. All the cleaning you want to. That ain't going to get the family back. Patrick's coached her. Larry's coached her. BJ's coached her. There's been a lot of coaching going on. Years and years of it. I mean, we only seen a little smidgen of things. I love how everybody's fucking...
When BJ came back, it changed it. I can't...
That lady said when BJ came back, it changed. Man, dude. Look at Patrick out here. Patrick's got 2 fucking motorized scooters. Done got him a lift gate for a motorized on the back of his truck for his motorized scooter. Now that he broke his leg. This family down there living with roaches and shit. Yeah. Couldn't even call an exterminator in for him. Yeah, that was AI. I don't believe that was real.
Protective order and it got dropped and Betty didn't extend.
Oh, you hear that lady telling you, and Betty didn't extend it. Do I need to rewind that?
And Betty didn't extend it. Protective order and it got dropped.
The protective order, and it got dropped,
Betty didn't extend it.
and Betty didn't extend it.
So whether they know, I don't know, own up to their mess and try to fix
What's up,
what they
Davey?
caused. What do Patrick and Betty do? They do what they always do. They whip out the good old BS narrative generator, crank it up to 11, and then start spewing some sob story designed to grab sympathy and shift blame onto literally anyone else.
Hello.
Hey, Betty.
Yeah.
You know, people's going around and saying that I knew when that damn court hearing was, and they said that that you said that I knew when that court hearing was.
How do you know?
Well, that's what everybody's going around saying, and I've had several people, and I've told them I didn't know jack shit about that court hearing. Because,
I didn't even tell you what day it was.
well, everybody's, I guess, having their shit talking moment on Facebook. So
they are liars,
Stupid,
man.
like brain melting, drooling on yourself, stupid to not see right through it. But of course, the holler hoochies lap it up like it's the gospel truth because that's what they do. It's never accountability, never honesty, always some cheap excuse, some blame shift, some poor me performance art to distract from the fact that they are the reason APS showed up. They are the reason the dream home collapsed. They are the reason this family keeps spiraling. So picture this. I just wrapped up.
Did you just not watch this man's video? I literally, Eric knew when it was. He was there, supposedly. He just went and showed you how Eric didn't know when the date was for 3 different times. And that he didn't know it so much that he went to speak to the Amish on the day that they were supposed to be in court.
Up a long work day. I'm fried, tired, and I'm ready to crash. Then I get this frantic call from Eric. Man, I need to do a live. People need updates, and I can't keep up with it all out there. Now, I know 2 things. 1, Eric doesn't have his gear on him to run a proper podcast. 2, the Whitakers aren't just a family anymore. They're a family to thousands of people who care about them. Folks would want to know what's really happening.
Facts,
so what do? I suck it up. I finish my day job, throw on the headset, and jump on a 3-hour live stream well past my bedtime. Didn't have to. I don't get paid. Nobody Venmo'd me. I did it because I'm a friend and because those people matter. And my thanks for going out.
It doesn't matter what you tell people or what they see with their own eyes or what they hear with their own ears. They need to keep it going. So it's like they don't want an end to it. They don't want to hear when somebody's right or wrong. They don't want to hear it. I'm not here to make you believe anything.
I'm accused of being some kind of paid moderator, some mastermind of this whole thing. And let's just not forget all the other dumbass comments from the peanut gallery. Meanwhile, the Whitakers, the actual people at the center of this, are now in Adult Protection Services custody. They're safe. They're being cared for. They should have been the headline, but no, the internet drama queens want blood. Patrick, he's realized his money train is officially derailed. And what's his genius move? Bring in a spokesman, Ernie Evans. Yeah, the let's make this official moment. Except Ernie takes one look at the mess, figures out Patrick's been running the same scam from day one, and nopes out of there faster than you can say, I regret everything. And the drama, it's boiling over.
Yes, he has.
Got jokes out there. Who would win in a fight between me and Ernie? I'm more of a lover than a fighter. And then, oh boy, the wackadoo internet grifters went full blast. Every nut job with a webcam and a Wi-Fi connection suddenly became Woodward and Bernstein breaking their own versions of what really happened. Spoiler alert, none of them could find reality if it smacked them in the face. And sometimes, Patrick was right there egging him on because that loser needs his next dopamine hit like a junkie needs a fix. Can't live without the attention.
Larry's
even if it's all
fault as well,
built on
yes.
lies and garbage.
Larry
Now,
is-
I'll admit, I've watched.
I agree with that. It's just as much Betty's fault, Larry's fault. It's the ones that can speak's fault. It's the ones that can coherently be there's fucking fault. They neglected the ones that couldn't. And that's not what everybody fails to see. They want to blame somebody else for it. Oh, no. Nope. Like, that's just the way it is. The people that could take care of themselves did just that. And they failed to take care of the 3 that couldn't take care of themselves. And it's been going on forever.
A few of these clowns with genuine
So that makes it even
every
worse.
Once in a while, they'd almost land on something close to the truth. Like they were right there circling the target, finger on the trigger, but
You're at work?
every damn time. And
Don't get
honestly,
caught,
watching
Terry.
them whiff so bad kind of made me feel bad for the girlfriends or boyfriends or whoever's desperate enough to put up with them. Because if they can't hit the truth dead on, you know they sure as hell aren't hitting the G-spot. Some people wonder why I don't like Patrick. Some would say it's because I'm friends with Eric. Sure. But after seeing how he's treated women and other people, I think he's a worthless piece of trash. And I could cite examples, the way he treated and tried to manipulate his own daughter, stalking of women. But this final one should give people a window into how much I despise this stain on human civilization. This is how low of a person he is. He actually instant messaged my wife threatening her. My wife.
Oh, wow. See that big check mark right there, guys? That's Patrick.
Who has zero to do with any of this. If you support Patrick Rourke after this information, you're a piece of trash just like he. Threatening her. My wife.
Nice to know that you were part of the scheme to fraud the Whitakers. Don't think for 1 minute that you and Eric Carroll and your beloved Dwayne Ward won't get your asses handed to you. All this fraud will be investigated by not only the FBI, but also your state. I don't expect to hear back from you because we're in the clique with Eric Carroll and your husband. If you would like to talk, I'll give you my phone number. If you decide not to talk, then I guess the system will do its job. What a loser. What a fucking loser. He got charged with stalking and harassment, and he's been charged with sexual deviancy, some shit like that. He said it's for sending nudes and shit. I don't know. I don't know
any of this. If you support Patrick Rourke after this information, you're a piece of trash just like he is. Yeah, I've done my homework on this scam artist, and I can provide all kinds of information.
Yeah, but you don't. That doesn't say much. A lot of this shit could be traffic. That doesn't say much. I don't go off what anybody just shows.
Here's just a little bit of it, but it's just not worth it anymore. All right, let's do this because some of y'all internet detectives are about as sharp as a bowling ball. Now that Eric's dropped his video, I can finally say what I've known for a while. All the money Eric has access to is sitting in a savings account.
I said it at the beginning of this video that I think the state of West Virginia failed the Whitakers. If not the state, definitely the town of Odd. Yeah, it's pretty ugly, Perry. Do a video with his head.
A little bit of it, but it's just not worth it anymore. All right, let's do this because
Here we
some of y'all
go.
internet detectives are about as
Here you go, internet detectives. What's up, Angie? How you doing, darling?
sharp as a bowling ball. Now that Eric's dropped his video, I can finally say what I've known for a while. All the money Eric has access to is sitting in a savings account. Not Vegas, not on rims, not on some new bass boat, in a bank account, period. Here's the kicker. The only reason disbursements haven't happened yet is because, wait for it, he couldn't get Patrick to be straight about what money he pulled in on his platforms. Plural. Yeah, remember that little lie? Eric even went as far as trying to give the money he had to the police and adult protection services. You know what they said? No thanks. They wouldn't touch it. So now he's sitting on it until a court or proper authority orders him how to disperse it.
Oh, but he's gonna get arrested in an investigation and all that shit, man. Damn, he should be fucking frightened. I mean, how do you give it to Timmy, Lorraine, and Lorray? That's what he's wanting to know, basically. He don't want to give it to just Betty, bro.
exactly what
Hope
you
you're
do.
doing good,
You're trying
Angie.
to keep it above board. This is just absolutely fucking nuts here. So after Eric made his video providing information, there were people that were then demanding more, and he's doing this and doing that, and it's just insane. Yeah, I saw a video that came out that was Betty and Larry now accusing Eric and Patrick of wrongdoing, and it's just it's beyond nuts, and there's just nothing that's going to quench the thirst of these internet people, and it's not even worth doing anymore. You know what this whole mess has taught me? That people are flat out crazy. You bust your ass for years trying to help, trying to make a difference, and who screws it up? The very people you're out here trying to help every single time.
I agree. I hear you, Angie. I hear you, baby. I hear you.
And here's the truth, Bob. Society isn't just broken, it's past the tipping point. Done. Cooked. If you're dumb enough to stick your neck out, like I did for over a decade, all you'll get is stabbed in the back by the same crowd you're trying to save. So here's where I'm at. My time altruistically helping is over. Done.
Hi, April. Hi,
I've already
April.
started stepping back, and I won't be putting myself in the line for ungrateful people anymore. This is the world you wanted. Well, congratulations. You got it. Pissed off parent out.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Eric Carroll. Yeah, he didn't run. People of the internet sometimes go a little too far, man. I agree to that. Yeah, that's a little wild for them to tell everyone on video that she was R-worded. I agree. You got to watch out for making videos like that, Mark. Hello, Sandy. Yeah, that's what we're here for, Sandy. Everybody's got questions. Everybody's got their own thoughts and opinions. I mean, all I ask is just bring some sense to the table with it. You know, come with some sense about it. Like, I don't know. Eric isn't making any content on it, at least I know of. There's a new guy named Brian Cody on Facebook following the Whitakers or recording the Whitakers. Patrick has put up videos of him and Timmy. But it seems like he's just trying to do damage control as well. I'll probably follow this until I hear what happens, because I want to know. I want to know what all of it ends like. Because like Patrick said, you wanted to make a movie stars, you've made a movie stars. I want to see where Timmy ends up. I want to know. And I think we will. Sonny Alexander, I hear. Then there's a Brian Cody that's going at Sonny Alexander, and like it's getting out of hand. It just is. Like, what is anyone new filming them going to do? I need to know that first. If you're someone new going to film the Whitakers, which I don't care, you are very open to filming whoever you want. But what do you get out of it at this point, other than the drama? What do you get out of it? Because it's nothing but drama now. So now when you bring them to social media, you're bringing videos like Patrick and Eric are hurt my family, and then you got them going at, like, looking at, and they also said the same thing about Mark. Did they not? Yeah, somebody looked up Patrick's house. Yep. Shout out to all the new subscribers too, man. I appreciate everybody that has subscribed to the channel lately. Shout out to all the new members. We do channel giveaways over here. I'll be getting back into that hopefully this month. Every member of this channel will be given into a giveaway we do, and I usually do just cash now. So I do give back to my community. So I wanted you to know I love y'all and I appreciate y'all, man. I think Eric's telling the truth. That's it, the drama. I'm here for the drama too. I cover drama. I cover that shit. That's my main lane. Timmy needs to come live in Idaho with us. I'm sure there's a lot of people that would take Timmy in, including Eric. And I wouldn't be surprised if that ain't in the works. If he's working with the authorities, I bet Eric put in his. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, lady. She said, hell yeah, I need some cash. Truthful. Got to be a member of the channel, baby. At this point, I think Eric has more credibility than Patrick. Yeah. I'm not saying I totally believe him. Anybody can fool me at this point. Nothing I believe about the Whitakers is true. I can be easily, my mind can change. I'm not a hypocrite, you know, but I do understand that people's brains can change, people's minds can change on a subject. So I'm open to everybody changing their mind about things and having an agreement, you know what I mean? So like, but right now, I was wanting Eric to speak. All of my videos up until he spoke, I said that in. Eric needs to come out of the woodwork and speak. Eric needs to make his presence known. Eric needs to tell us where the fucking money is. Eric needs to tell us, where's Eric? Where's Eric? Now he does come out of the woodwork. I can't fucking say, well, I don't fucking believe him. That's stupid of me. That would make me non-credible as a channel that wants to give you proper information. That would make me totally uncredible to say, well, I don't believe Eric. Fuck him. Yeah, he made that video a couple of days ago. But yeah, that's what I needed to see and hear from him. Basically. He probably did. He probably did need to get his thoughts and head together. You're right about that one, Blind Wolf. I seen you comment that. Is that you that commented that? I was going to bring that up. Great comment. Somebody needs to issue a gag order, at least for the ones that were taken. That's a good thought. The judge, somebody in that, whoever had them people, whoever signed off of having them people taken out of that home needs to issue a gag order. Thank you, Angie. Damn, I didn't realize it's been that long, Angie. It has been that long, though. Anyways, I've been here for 2 hours. I don't want to talk y'all's heads off, but I'll be back tomorrow, and I appreciate y'all. I love getting all of your input. This is the place for it right here because I'm watching and listening and soaking it all in. Yeah. Patrick's over on Facebook still putting stuff up about Eric. Like, do you see Eric doing that? I don't. I mean, he came on here and said something about Patrick, but fuck, he's been talking about Eric for the last 2 weeks, month. Yes, good night to you. Good night to you guys. Yeah, there is. I think that there's no reason that they can see them. They're not. They're not. They're adults, and Betty doesn't have guardianship. So you gotta warn us. It's all good. Yeah, yeah. It would probably be a lot for Eric's family to take into. I mean, that's a big decision. They said good night, kitty. That's a big decision to take home to your wife. Hey, can we take Timmy in? I mean, if I'm somebody's husband, I'm gonna be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a lot to take in, man. Thank you, Native. I definitely appreciate all of you guys. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you to the chat. Thank you to everybody in here. Thank you to the new member, Miss Kitty. We'll be back again tomorrow. We'll discuss this in further. Love you too, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Just know, man, this channel wants what's best for those three. And if that means keeping them out of that roach infested home, that's what's best for them. That's what's best for them, y'all. I love y'all. Have a great evening. I'll see y'all again tomorrow. Stay blessed.